Al with Dear Father Al and Advice Column broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And what happens on Dear Father Al, you send to me your daily problems about life, about love, relationships, whatever your issues may be. Please consider sending them to me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al. And what I will do is I'll take all your information, jot it all down, and then reply back the following week with a common sense solution. Today is Saturday, May 27th. The year is flying by. May 27th, episode number 37. You can contact me 24 hours a day. The telephone number you can reach me is area code 623-764-8893. Again, 623-764-8893. You can also send an email to me. The email address is contactfatheral@gmail.com. On the subject line, go ahead and write Dear Father Al. And in the body of the message, give me about 500 words or less. And again, what I'll do is I'll take all your information, jot it all down, and then reply back the following week with a common sense solution. So if by chance, if this is the first time that you've started watching the show, what I do, people send to me their daily problems about whatever. And what I'll do is during the show, I'll read off the letters, emails. Sometimes people see me in person at the store, wherever, and say, hey, Father Al, I've got this issue, present it to me. I'll make some notes on the phone, whatever, and try to remember it. And then I tell them, hey, check it out during the show. And what I'll do is I'll reply back to your problem during the show. So problem is read on the show. After I obviously I've read the problems on the show and then reply back with a common sense solution. So if by chance you've experienced something similar to what I'm talking about on the show, whether it's current or if it's something that we've talked about in the past, please go ahead and add your comments in the chat line, and I will read those off as well. Also, what we're doing is we are opening up the opportunity for you, the viewers, if by chance, if you want to send, let's say a 60-second video with your response to a problem that I've presented, whether it's today or in the past. If you want to send a video, create a video and send that to me, what I'll do is I'll review your video and then present it on an upcoming show. So in the description, you're going to see some links, actually a link to be able to upload that video. So let's go ahead and roll forward with the first letter that I received last week. So far on the chat line, I've got Nancy. Nancy says, hi, Father Al. Hey, Nancy. Love you, love you, love you. Smooches, smooches. And I also have Terry. Hey, Terry. Love you, smooches, smooches. All right, so let's go ahead and roll forward with the letter that I received last week. Again, I appreciate each and every one of you who have tuned in, watched the show, whether it's live with me like Nancy and Terry, or if you have watched the show during the, on demand. So after the show is live, then it goes on demand. And we just recently have a comment from Emily. Hey, Emily, smooches, smooches. So Emily says, happy Memorial Day, Father Al. Thank you for your service. Love you, smooches, smooches. All right, so let's go ahead and roll forward with the letter that I received last week. All right, so letter says, Dear Father Al, I've heard of two popular films, Last Tango in Paris and The Devil in Miss Jones. I've heard, vaguely heard about Tango in Paris. I may, during my more wild days, I may have watched Devil in Miss Jones. In any case, all right, so the letter says that. Both stress anal eroticism depicting acts up to and including anal intercourse. My wife and I are curious about this form of sex, but we have reservations. Some say that sodomy is an unnatural, unhealthy, and painful, while others say that it is intensely pleasurable. What is the truth, and can you suggest an approach? Signed, Curious Prude. All right, Curious Prude, I will reply back to you shortly. So if by chance, if you have indulged in anal intercourse, anal play, without going into gory details, if that's something that you find pleasurable or not, go ahead and just kind of give us, your take on that specific act. If you want, hey, keep it to if you want to keep it to yourself, hey, that's fine as well. But just thought I'd open up, no pun intended, thought I'd open up the opportunity if you want to make some comments about whether it's you or somebody that you know, a friend in the past who's talked with you about that sort of activity. Just a thought. So again, if you've got some comments, please go ahead and type your comments in the chat line and I will read those off as well. You're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, an advice column broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Our social media handle is Dear Father Al. Again, that's Dear Father Al. That applies to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Click the like, click the share, click the thumbs up, tell as many people about the broadcast as possible, and definitely click the subscribe button. All right, so let's go ahead and roll forward with the response to Curious Prude. Again, if by chance, if you want to add your own responses, then you will be able to see a link in the description to be able to upload a video that you created, whether it's on your phone, then upload it using the link in the description, or on your desktop. However, you can upload it on that link, 60 seconds or less, please. All right, so this is the response I have for Curious Prude. All right, Dear Curious Prude, it is likely that a significant number of heterosexual Americans have experimented with anal sex, and that many of them include anal foreplay and intercourse in their sexual acts. These are the letters that come to me, so hey, however they come to me, this is how I read them off and respond appropriately. Why? Because the entire human body is potentially an erogenous zone. Be aware that the taboo against non-genital sex is quite strong. Proceed slowly. You'll have to cultivate the pleasure response. For openers, pun intended, for openers, try an erotic touch that can turn you both on. Simply press a finger or a small vibrator in or near your partner's anus just prior to orgasm. The surprise can precipitate an intense orgasm. When and if you become comfortable with this form of pleasure, advance to anal intercourse. Your partner's body may resist entrance even when she is willing. Don't respond with a vigorous thrust. So don't just, unless your partner likes that. But generally, do not respond with a vigorous thrust. Press lightly with the head of the penis. It should feel as though you're being drawn in. Come on in. No pun intended. All right. Rather than forcing your way. The anal passage does not secrete a natural lubricant, so you'll have to supply one. I'm not going to go into any details about the ones that are out there, stop dropping names and stuff, but there's various lubricants that are out there, so test whichever ones works best for you. Coat the glands with lubricant or wear a lubricated condom. The first few times are likely to be painful for both of you. But after a break-in, anal intercourse can be its own reward. Some women enjoy the different form of penetration and experience overwhelming orgasm. Some men find the unaccustomed tightness exciting. You will have to evaluate your own response. In any case, observe certain precautions. Never move from the rectum to the vagina without washing first, regardless of what you see in online videos, how they go from back and forth, back and forth. They may shoot the video, but in between, it is highly likely that they wash the organs off before they switch back and forth. Okay. So, anyway, so never move from the rectum to the vagina without washing first. You will risk transmitting bacteria that can cause severe infection in the vagina, uterus, and fallopian tubes. The same bacteria can enter the penile passage and cause prostate, bladder, and kidney infections. One final warning, it is sodomy. Okay? It is sodomy and is likely illegal in some states. If you do it, don't advertise. So take that for what it's worth. So you're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, an advice column broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you need somebody outside of your basic scope of friends, family, loved ones, someone that will give it to you straight, I'm hopeful you can depend on me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, to provide a common sense solution to you. So take my advice and live a better life. Again, you're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, an advice column broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Click the like, click the share, click the thumbs up, tell as many people about the broadcast as possible, and definitely click that subscribe button. In the description, you're going to see a few links. The first link that you're going to see in the description is the Friend of the Father Partner link, and the Friend of the Father Partner link. What that will do is that will take you to a PayPal page. And on the PayPal page, you're going to see a few drop-down options. The first set of drop-down options you are going to see when you click the link is a link to the Friend of the Father Partner program. The Friend of the Father Partner program, that is a program that we created to help keep the program alive. And when you donate funds to the Friend of the Father Partner program, what we'll do is we'll take your fund and we'll add those to purchasing the upgraded software for the streaming service that we use. We use a service called vMix. vMix is not paying me to say that, but we use a service called vMix. And when you send funds using the link, what we'll do is we'll use the funds to pay for the upgraded software. And the upgraded software, that will allow us to add some more interactivity to the show. So consider that. The other link that you're going to see, actually the other part of the drop-down list you're going to see is the Friend of their Father Partner program. The Friend of the Father Partner program. That is a program, actually, it is the Living Legacy program. Living Legacy program. Living Legacy program, that's a program that we created where we'll take donated mobile devices, laptops, notebooks, Samsung Galaxy Notes. We take those, we refurbish them, bring them back to factory reset, and we donate them to senior citizens 65 and older with no income requirements. So if you're a senior 65 years and older and you need a mobile device, or if you know a senior 65 years and older that needs a mobile device, we've got some stuff in the back. Call me, text me, send me an email, hey, Father Al, I've got a senior that I know, or I am a senior, and let me know what you got. So we'll get together and get that sorted out. The reason why we chose the Samsung Galaxy Note is the Samsung Galaxy Notes come with a built-in stylus, and the seniors can take the Samsung Galaxy Note, pull out the stylus, and navigate that way. Keep in mind, if you donate one of the real legacy Samsung Galaxy Notes, the 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, those cannot be used as a cell phone, but they can only be used as a mini tablet because of the older technology. So they can take them to the library, take them to the grocery store where there's free Wi-Fi and surf the internet that way, but they can't be used as an actual telephone. The more current ones, the 9 and forward, those can be used as a phone as well as a tablet. Okay, so again, that's the reason why we chose the Samsung Galaxy Note. Samsung's not paying me to promote the, the Samsung Galaxy Note, but we found that those Samsung Galaxy Notes with the built-in stylus is quite helpful. Right? The other thing that you're going to see in that set of drop-down is a reference to open and private. Open, that is where we'll tell any and everybody who donated, how much they donated. Private, that is where we'll keep who donated. We'll keep that confidential. So again, that is what you're going to see in the first link. The second link that you're going to see in the description is the Father Al wish list. And we click that link. What that will do is that will take you to an Amazon.com page. On the Amazon.com page, you're going to see some cool accessories, golf accessories, cigar accessories. So if by chance, if I've helped you out even in some small way and you want to send some love to me, Father Al, for helping you out, hey, go ahead and click the link. It'll take you to Amazon and find something and have it drop shipped to me. People have been also donating very fine cigars to me. This one's holding up quite well. This is the Asylum 13, real nice cigar. I think it's about 8 inches in length. I think a 30 gauge for those of you who are familiar with cigars. I think it's a 30 gauge, 8-inch cigar. Nice and chunky. So, anywho, so if by chance you want to donate a cigar to me, what you can do is go to your favorite cigar store and have it drop shipped to me, or you can order it online and have it drop shipped to me. But when you do, let me know that you are going to have some stuff mailed to me. That way, when the concierge contacts me downstairs and says, hey, Father Al, we've got a package, for you downstairs, at least I'll know what the actual package is. So you're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, and Advice Column, broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And that third link that I was talking about earlier, that is a link that will take you to a service called Dropbox. So if by chance, if you want to create your own 60-second video response to a problem that I added my comments to, and you want to send it to me, what I will do is I will review it and incorporate that into one of the future shows. So please consider sending a 60-second video to me, again, and I'll upload it to the show, and that way we can have some more interactivity on the show and people can see you on the screen and also get some more broad responses to the problem that people send in to us. You're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al. I love each and every one of you. So far live on the chat line, I've got Nancy, I've got Terry, and I've got Emily. Love you all, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Take my advice, live a better life. If you need somebody outside of your basic scope of friends, family, loved ones, someone that will give it to you straight, I'm hopeful you can depend on me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, to provide a common sense solution and help you move forward in this crazy thing called life. All right, so let's go ahead and roll forward with the next one. All right, so next one says, Dear Father Al, some close friends of mine are members of a private club that I'd very much like to join. Would it be proper for me to ask them to try to get me in? Signed, Private Party. All right, Private Party. I will reply back to you soon. So if by chance, if you or some friend that you know are members of a private organization, private club, and whatnot, hey, add your comments in the chat line and let us know. If you want, give us an idea of how you recruit new members to your club, whether it's age, however, ethnicity, whatever. Add your comments in the chat line and I will add those comments as well as I will read them off. So you're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, and Advice Column broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So this is what I have for Private Party. All right, Dear Private Party, no. What makes a private club private, is its members' right of selection. The best you can do is hint at your interest discreetly, real discreetly, and wait for your friends to take the initiative. If they don't, forget it. All right? So don't go in there, hey, I'd really like to join this, this group. No, don't go that route. Just my take. So again, if by chance, if you are a member of a club, you're thinking about becoming a member of a certain organization, certain club, share with us your experience on what you have done. If you've just recently joined a club, without going into details, about this private club, go ahead and add your comments in the chat line. Let us know how you were able to get in to the club, and I will read those off as well. I love each and every one of you. You're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al. If by chance, if you need somebody outside of your basic scope, of friends, family, loved ones, someone that will give it to you straight, I'm hopeful you can depend on me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, to help you move forward in life. Take my advice and live a better life. Love you, love you, love you. All right, so the next one, let's go ahead and roll forward with it. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you, Terry. And thank you, Emily, for checking in with me. All right, so the next one is, Dear Father Al, a few months ago, I started dating a tall and beautiful woman who is also a model and dancer. Okay, a model and dancer. All right. We have a lot of laughs together. While she is not exactly the kind of girl I would want to bring home to mother, but for the time being, life is great. There's just one flaw in all of this. At 6 feet, the girl and I stand eye to eye barefoot, but with spiked heels. She is a few inches taller than I. Needless to say, this occasions stares wherever we go. I'm beginning to wonder if I am making an ass of myself by dating her in public. Do you feel there is something inherently ludicrous in a guy dating a woman several inches taller than her? Signed, get a load of this, Climb Her. Not climber, but climb her. All right, cute. All right, so climb her. I will reply to you shortly. So, ladies, women, girls, in your comments in the chat line, if by chance you have dated shorter men, or if you're wearing heels and whatnot, add your comments in the chat line. Let us know how you got through that relationship. If you're still in the relationship, you're taller, he's shorter, whether it's a few inches or a huge difference in height, let us know. Share with us your comments in the chat line and let us know how you two were able to get past that. You're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, and Advice Column broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you got a problem, whether it's really, really big or just some real nagging problem that just won't go away, hey, please contact me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, and we will get this sorted out. You can contact me 24 hours a day, 623-764-8893, 623-764-8893. Email address is contactfatheral at gmail.com. On the subject line, go ahead and write Dear Father Al. In the body of the message, give me about 500 words or less, and I'll take all your information, jot it all down, and then reply back the following week with a common sense solution. Social media handle is Dear Father Al. Again, Dear Father Al is our social media handle. It applies to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Click the like, click the share, click the thumbs up. Tell as many people about the broadcast as possible, and definitely click that subscribe button. So this is what I have for Climb Her. Dear Climb Her, of course not. If a couple gets along, the question of relative height is totally irrelevant. In all likelihood, it's not the girl's attitude that is causing all the commotion, but her good looks. Okay? Good looks, hey. So enjoy the stares. They are a compliment to you and the beauty you have on your arm. Okay? So that is what I have for Climb Her. So you're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al. So again, if by chance, if your partner is extremely tall, or you're extremely shorter, petite, share with us your comments on the looks and the stares that you get from people as you two are out and about together. Add your comments in the chat line, and I will read those off as well. You're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, an Advice Column broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So Monday is when we celebrate Memorial Day. So I'm hopeful you have a safe Memorial Day coming up. Be safe. Some crazies that are out there, whether you're driving, some people like, going to the lake, going to the beach, a picnic, whatever, to celebrate Memorial Day. However you do it, be safe while you are out there. So let's go ahead and roll forward with the very last one, and we will call it a wrap. All right, so the last one I've got, it says, Dear Father Al, my boyfriend and I have been living together for a year and a half. Okay? And I have always felt we had a very good sexual relationship. Several times, without his knowledge, I have caught him masturbating in the living room after I have retired to our bedroom for the night. I asked him to come to bed with me, but he says he wants to stay up for a while and watch television. I have rarely turned down his sexual advances. I don't want to embarrass him by confronting him, but after these incidents, I feel betrayed and inadequate. I feel I am to blame because he must not be getting enough satisfaction from me. Is it normal for a 25-year-old male to do this when he has easy access to sex whenever he wants? Or is there something lacking in our sex life? We get along very well in every other aspect of our relationship, but, it's always a but I'm to the point that whenever he wants to stay up and watch television, I think he's making up an excuse to masturbate. Signed, Stroke. All right, Stroke, I will reply back to you next week. So if by chance, if you're in a similar situation, whether you're male, female, whatever, and your partner likes to masturbate, and you want your partner to come and spend time with you, okay, but your partner seems to be preoccupied pleasuring themselves, hey, add your comments in the chat line and I will read those off as well. You're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, and Advice Column broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And sometimes, especially as you get older, your hormones are just really going crazy and bouncing around. So sometimes just the slightest thing may trigger feelings of need for sexual pleasure. So you're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, and Advice Column broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Social media handle is Dear Father Al. Again, Dear Father Al is our social media handle that applies to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Click the like, click the share, click the thumbs up, tell as many people about the broadcast as possible, and definitely click the subscribe button. And until next week, again, have a safe, very safe Memorial Day coming up. And again, until next week, go in peace.